Okay, time for lesson 21. Today we're going to be talking about rests, the quarter rest, the half rest, and the whole rest. And we're going to do a couple of examples showing you how to play those in music. So anyway, here comes the lesson. Okay, back at the piano, as always. Here we have some new cards I got to show you. I can't believe we haven't really gone over these. Maybe I've barely mentioned them in the past, but they're important to know, and I'll start integrating them into our playing examples. Oh, and by the way, we have some playing examples for these today during this lesson. So, some basic concepts first. We have our rests here, different kinds of rests. 3 different kinds for today. There are, of course, more than that. There are many kinds. So we have the quarter rest here. That's the first one we're going to look at, so let's just focus on that. Looks like a very distinguishable symbol, in my opinion. It looks like a weird curly Q lightning bolt. I don't know. But here it is. That is a quarter rest, and like the quarter note, it's going to get 1 beat. So, but unlike the quarter note, instead of playing for 1 beat, you will be resting for 1 beat. And I'll show you how to do that a little bit. The next rest we have here is the half rest. It looks kind of like a top hat, or maybe a short, not quite a top hat, but a hat. Anyways, and this one, like the half note, the half rest is going to get 2 beats, except you will rest for 2. Here we go. Here we have a whole rest worth, take a guess, 4 beats, like the whole note. And those are the 3 we're going to go over today. So remember that, let me get these in order. Quarter note, or quarter rest, sorry, 1. Out of order, whole rest has 4. And then the half rest has 2. So in order, it's going to be 1, 2, and 3. Now the confusing part for a lot of people is the difference between these 2. So you'll just have to remember that the top hat, or the hat, is the half rest, and what we call the bucket, or upside down hat, is the whole rest. So there we go. You can always review that part of the video if you need to. Put these over here. Now let's take a look at our examples. So here's our first example. It's just a right hand example. No two-handed, no left hand, just to avoid confusion, because this is just, something I'm showing you for the first time. So we have a measure of 4/4 here, 4 beats in each measure. Quarter note gets 1 beat. So here, this is how we're going to count the first measure. So if we have 4/4, right, each measure is going to add up to 4. So we're going to need beats 1, 2, 3, 4. And at every measure, I'm going to repeat that. Every measure begins anew 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we have the first measure. So let's just take a look at the 2 notes we have there. It's just a C and a D. Very, very easy to figure out. So, but we have a rest in between those. So C, the note, is going to hit on beat 1. Beat 2, we're going to rest. You don't have to pop your hand up like that, but we're going to rest. Beat 3, we're going to hit D. And beat 4, we're going to rest. So it's going to go 1, rest, 3, rest. Or you could count 1, 2, 3, 4, since we're resting on beats 2 and 4. Now let's look at the next measure. Not much to talk about, only because we just have straight quarter notes. There you go. Now the third measure we will have to talk about. Remember that adds up to 4, but which beat has the rest? Hopefully you said beat 2. So we've got a quarter note on beat 1, beat 2 rest, beat 3 and 4 quarter note. So it'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next measure, we have 2 quarter notes, and the last 2 beats is going to be taken up by a half rest. So we have 1, 2, and they're going to rest 3, 4. I'm just taking my hand off the keyboard to show you that I'm not playing for those 2 beats. And then the next to last measure is pretty easy. We have a C, half note. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Since we have that half note taking up the last 2 beats of that next to last measure. And then the last measure, hopefully you can figure it out because it's just a C whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4. So once you get this going, it will sound something like this. And I'm going to count along while I do it. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the first example there. We have example number 2, of course, and that is 4/4 time as well. So this one, let's take a look at the first and second measure. They have the same rhythm because we have a quarter note, rest, quarter note, quarter rest, quarter note, quarter rest, quarter note, quarter rest. So we're going to play that. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're playing every other beat. We're only playing beats 1 and 3, while 2 and 4 are taken up by rests. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that third measure is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Since we only have quarter notes on beats 1 and 2, and beats 3 and 4 in that third measure are taken up by what kind of rest? The half rest. So, and then measure 4 as 2 quarter notes for beats 1 and 2, rest for beat 3, and then you're going to play a quarter note for beat 4. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next measure is 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the fifth measure over. So again, the fifth measure is 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, the last two measures are very simple because it's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would practice a little bit of rhythm counting like we did today, where you're counting 1 to 4 for each measure. If you have a time signature of 3/4, which we should talk about a little bit more in depth later, you would only be counting to 3 and restarting every new measure. So that's a general idea about how to tackle playing rests. So that concludes lesson 21. Okay, so that wraps up lesson 21. Like I said before, all we talked about today were playing rests. Remember, quarter rest gets 1 beat, half rest gets 2, and whole rest gets 3. So next time, not sure what we're doing for piano lesson 22, but next time is going to be another theory lesson in which we talk about major and minor chords again and different kinds of scale degrees. So I'll show you what I mean once we get there. So again, thank you for watching so much. If you want, you can like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Hopefully I can get to your question. I can't get to all of them now, but anyway, thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. So I'll see you next time. Thanks.